Hey guys, Flare Double here. Welcome back to a brand new reaction video for you guys today. Today I'm going to be reacting to Iron Lung final trailer. This I am excited for. I cannot wait for this. I cannot wait to see what this trailer is going to show. If you guys don't know what Iron Lung is, this is a movie that is made by Markiplier, which is, I think, really cool. And this movie is based on a horror game, which I also think is also really cool. So, I remember the only time I've seen stuff about Iron Lung was from Markiplier, I believe him playing it. And when I first heard that he was making a movie out of this, when he first announced that he was making a movie for this, I was generally I think it shocked a lot of people, even me. And so I think it's really cool to see, for how long this has been taking, which I think this has been taking Mark probably, a year or two to work on this movie, which I think is really cool. And I think, if I remember correctly, is kind of talked about that he really wants to make this movie really good. And so, and knowing Mark with some of the projects he has made, some of the goofier projects he has made, In Space with Markiplier and Heist, and even the stuff before that, he's really good at what he does. With this, it's obviously this movie is, I think, gonna be more of probably more of a serious type of movie, most likely. Apparently this movie is gonna be in theaters, which I think is really cool. I think AMC, I believe. They're the ones that contacted Mark and told him that that they're gonna put the movie in theaters. Which I think that's fucking sick. That's really cool. So I can't wait for this. I legit can't wait for this. I'm excited for this. So yeah, so let's get right into it. Let's go ahead and see what this trailer is about. And yeah, here we go.
I see that question in your eyes. For what purpose do we remain?
What is that?
Alone in the dark.
Beginning the descent. Cruising depth in roughly 2 minutes. Stand by.
I ask myself that very same question.
Dude.
Some voltage irregularities on the instrument, so keep an eye out for sparks or flames or anything like that.
Why would there be flames? You did test this thing, right?
This is the test. Closing porthole shielding.
Where's the reason for this quiet?
Based on the game Iron Lung, yeah.
Too few to rebuild. Too many to feed.
You're the first one down. All we have are surface scans, that's why you're there. Well,
I'm trying to remember what the game was about. Oh, hello. Oh boy.
This is important. Food, air. We need this, not just the COI, all of us. We need this.
there
What
aren't
the
enough
hell?
of us left to be throwing lives away, but there is too much at stake not to take calculated risks. Eden doesn't understand that. You don't understand.
Dude.
I just want to live. Is that so wrong?
January 30th. Dude, yeah, and there you go. Yeah, that looks pretty crazy, man. It does. And yeah, from looking at this from the trailer, it definitely, the budget definitely seems a bit still the budget obviously is not going to be a Hollywood budget, from what it seems, but it's still, I can tell that this still is going to be, a really good movie. I can tell that this is going to be, a movie that is, that is going to be, you're able to tell that, someone worked really hard on, even if it's, as I said, it's not going to be, a huge freaking, Hollywood type of movie. And to be honest, I think that's kind of a good thing. I think with these types of movies, I feel like it's always good to have these types of movies in some cases. And you know, and we barely see that nowadays. That's the thing too, is like we barely kind of see these types of movies. Or, for example, with you know, like movies that back like years ago, where you know I'm pretty sure like directors never expected, you know, those types of movies to be huge, and then all of a sudden they became so big and people love them, because now at this point, to where we're at now they're like iconic to us, you know what I mean? Not saying that this is gonna be, I don't think obviously this is gonna be the level of that for this movie, but what I'm saying is, like, you know, it's like one of those movies that, again, it's like you can see that, like, even if the, you know, what is it, it's not going to be like a huge Hollywood type of movie, you can still tell that this is going to be a movie that is going to be like, that the person that made this movie was dedicated, and that they worked so hard on. And I think again, as I said before, I think Mark has been working on this movie for roughly, I think, like, what, 2 years or something like that, you know, so for a while now. And so it's, again, really cool to see that, you know, so many people are supporting him with this and with this project, because, I mean, again, like, he deserves it, definitely. Like, it's when it comes to things like this, it's like, I think it makes sense. One thing I will say is, with a lot of, like, I think when it comes to, like, a lot of YouTuber, like, movies, a lot of times they can either go right or they can go wrong. And I think when it comes down to, like, I think with Markiplier, with how he makes projects that has something to do with skits, I think with the amount that he has done, I think with something like this, I think, and especially when it comes to with him in control, I think he knows that he can make something good out of it. How he can make a movie, especially when it comes to maybe, like, from what it seems like, again, with Iron Lung, with it being like a horror genre, and with this being what seems like, again, like a horror movie, I think it just, like, I think he can make something that is, again, like a really good, like, horror movie. I can tell. And again, this looks like it will be good. Like, again, from what it seems like, again, with, like, the, like, for example, the blood that is, like, certain, like, scenes where there's, like, blood dripping. It's like, again, it's not gonna, like, look like perfect, but it's gonna look still, like, for a content creator, you know, or a content creator movie, or at least a person that is trying to make a movie, it looks good. You know what I mean? It just looks good. So so as I said, I can't wait for it. It's gonna be, I can tell it's gonna be like a really good movie, you know. So yeah, so I can't wait for this movie. It's gonna be really cool. I can tell, like, from how it's gonna be, you know, like, I can tell that, you know, with the type of patience of horror, I think with the, you know, the pacing, I think it's gonna have one of those, like, you know, like, you kind of not know when the certain scares are gonna happen in some cases and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't really remember too much as to what, again, what the game, the original game had. I don't really remember too much as to, like, what it was about, but I remember seeing Mark play the game a long time ago. And so, yeah, but again, it looks good. I can't wait. It's gonna be, I can tell that this is gonna be a good movie. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for Iron Lung? Are you excited for this movie? You're gonna see it. Just let me know in the comments below, and leave a like, subscribe, and follow me on my socials, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.